Right as I get started here, do I hear the zapping of these lasers? Even though we've got mufflers up there, I think they make sound wherever the laser beam is. Maybe not. Anyway. Small thing, welcome back to another stream. We got bananas in chat from Floyne, Cloud Zero, Brainboy, Forgil. That's because we're live on the twitch.tv/xisuma where the people put the bananas into the chat. That's what they do. I was doing a little bit of building earlier. I've had a very, well, partially unproductive day, let's say. Productive in ways I didn't imagine. But I managed to get in the world for a minute thinking about what I was going to do. I wanted to learn about Project E, and I didn't really have the time to fully learn the ins and outs of Project E, or even really scratch the surface. But I think I understand the idea of what you're supposed to do deeper into the mod. And because of that, today we might scratch on that, but I've also just been looking around and thinking parts of this are kind of like left unfinished, and it'd be nice to bring the factory up to scratch again. So as you can see, doing a little bit of that right now. All over the place really, there's lots of it to be done. So, in chat, we got peeps saying hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Is it me or does the title say 69? It does. Yeah, I updated that a minute ago. It didn't say, I forgot what I called it as well. I don't know what I called it either. Anyway, I'll update it again. That's weird because the other bit saved, but not that bit. Oh, whatever. It's the internet. It's the internet. Not everything synchronizes. Anyway, I've had a bit of a stressful day today, let's say. So, I kind of come to this stream, I don't know, not in the best of mental spaces. Just looking for a reason to tune out and whatnot. There we go. Kariko762 says no viewers question mark. Don't lie, you're clearly here viewing. Gah, what an oxymoron. Okay, that kind of sounds like I'm calling you a moron. That's not what an oxymoron is. As always, peeps, if ever I pick out your message and have a little bit of fun with it, it's all in good spirit, right? Who are you calling a moron, says Mr. Quickline. There you go. Oxymoron is not calling someone a moron. It's two words together that don't make sense, right? Like military intelligence. That's a classic oxymoron. Obviously, there is a, you know, I'm not gonna just put it into a corner like that. There is a merit to military and related things, like the intelligence division, but you know, for a lot of people, myself included, you know, the military feels like a mad component of the world. That in this day and age, we still have wars and conflict. Less than ever, to be fair. You know, it's a wobbly path up. You can't say it given current tensions and problems in Europe, but and other parts of the world. But overall, through the lens of history, we've been on a good path. Right, so what I'm going to do here is do that and then knock out the glowstone because it makes a little too much light when it's on a corner. A Morns that uses too much oxygen. Twitch showed you with no viewers. Yeah, it will do that as people tune in. Oxymoron. I don't know what the oxy bit is, but I don't think it's oxygen. Oh, I see. I got the wrong one. Still got the wrong one. That's the one. And then knock out that bit. Right, and no! There we go. Still got 2 more of these to do over here, I guess. I am currently reading the history of Flanders like a very 5-year war, says T1L Manon. I heard an idea in a podcast I was listening to. This person calculated if you read for half an hour every day, in 50 years you'll read 1,000 books. And I was like, whoa, that's an interesting way to look at activities that you do. You know, things that compound over time. For me, that manifests probably most obviously in something like weightlifting, because, you know, over time you lift more and more, right? But it just again, like I'm always listening to stuff that's trying to like reshape my interactions with everything for the better. And it really turned me on to thinking I need to develop, like, steer my interests into more well-manifested things. One thing I want to really get on with is note-taking. I've got to find a way to start note-taking. I think it's really great when you learn something to be able to hold on to it. So I want to do that. But I also signed up for this service you might have heard of called Blinkist, where it kind of gives you like summaries of books. And so I thought, well, this is a good way to like find out if a book is the right one for you or not. So I decided to do that, and my goal is every day to listen to one Blinkist thing during the week. I think like 5 out of 7 days I'm going to try and listen to, you know, one of these Blinkist books, and then they're only like 10 to 15 minutes, and then maybe out of there pull out a few ones that are worth doing a deeper dive on. It's all about, you know, broadening the mind. Kariko says, sorry, are you trying to be positive? You are far too British for that to be allowed. I'm not trying to be positive for the sake of positivity. I'm trying to be rational. And from rational, find the positive. Find the positive in things that are rational. Did we get a noise in the air? Because I've just noticed... Yeah, we did. And I've noticed my Streamlabs wasn't open properly. Jax13, thank you for your Prime subscription. Greatly appreciated. We are 8 minutes in. I've got a hot cup of tea here. That feels almost like a reminder. You've got that cup of tea there, X. Don't you forget about it. Yeah, I had a bit of an... Ooh, let's undo whatever I just did. A bit of a rotten morning, not feeling great, and not being able to, like, get my mind into a good place. But I feel like I kind of rebounded from that. But yeah, just, do you ever have a morning where it's like, you just can't get going and you procrastinate? I hate that. I got there in the end, but it wasn't a good start to the day. So here I am venting about it, basically. Oh, maybe it's the steel that we need more of. Been placing lots of that too, haven't we? There we go, got a nice old corridor. Not fully developed, but you can see I did this bit in here too. I've been there, it's no fun. I hope your day gets better, says Lenart. It has been. It always lingers over you. Like, once you get on the better path, it always lingers over you, a bad start. But you've got to let go of it. Big Popper House, thank you for 25 months. Looking forward to Xisuma in HC9. I think you're confused about that one. There is no Xisuma in HC9. I don't know where you got that from, but thank you for 25 months. That's over 2 years. Right, let's have a sip of this tea. Oh, that is very, very hot. Whoa, putting that one back down. Right, let's keep placing these suckers. Oh, they're suckers, they are. Put that into placement mode. Oh, and then we need additive. As you can see, I've actually done quite a lot of this already. But yeah, I want to, as I mentioned earlier, for some of you tuning in, I kind of want to brush up the whole place today. Kind of get it all on a feeling like the areas around here are all, you know, neatly tied up as we explore new projects and whatnot. Those slow mornings are tricky. Glad you're okay though, and personal growth and working on your mental health is always great. I learned very late in life about just smelling the roses, you know. Yeah, but the fact that you learn at any point, I think, is always a good thing. It's easy to, like, see not learning something sooner as, like, missing out. Whereas you can see it as, you know, thank goodness you've learned now, because, you know, tomorrow is the beginning of the rest of your life, right? But yeah, I really want to, the podcast that I listened to, I think it really kind of, like, inspired me to maybe action more of that ability to change, to grow, to really kind of, like, turn it, you know, program it into your routine, right? Like, it's great to be interested in that stuff and to, you know, stumble across really good ideas and stuff, but, like, programming it in, you'll get more out of it, you know, if you routinely discover these things. So my ambition now is to start, like, trying to better memorize and keep hold of these ideas that I come across. I mean, some of them, they do get internalized, especially when you hear the same sort of ideas expressed in a variety of different ways. But yeah, making a habit to, like, listen to audiobooks and stuff, that's the way to go, I think. Yeah, I've got my work cut out for me replacing this stuff today, didn't I? I've got to do all of this area. Oh, also, this thing wasn't originally centered, and I think it looks awful. I was like, oh yeah, we'll have this not centered, because why do we have to center it? And then it's like, oh, that's why, is it? Xisuma, Season 9 will have a story and lore, says 1TS Bad. Not from me. Not from me, I'm getting away from all that stuff. For me, it's... Did that actually work? Oh, I see what happened there. Picked the wrong one. For me, it's a get back to normal season type thing, like go back to the old way of doing it. So we're going to rebuild all of that bit. So it can be nice and symmetrical. Now I could use Q to get rid of these stair blocks, but I've got a horrible feeling it might rip up more than that, so I won't bother. Of Sora, thank you for 24 months. That is 2 whole years right there. Incredible. Thank you so much for the support. Play it the way which makes it fun, says CJ Pickup. Yeah. You know, I've seen other people having fun with storylines. Try to do it. It ain't for me. I'm going to go back to kind of an old school thing. You know, when I say that, what I'm getting at is, like, I'm trying to recapture the spirit a little bit of some older seasons. We've got one more down to go, I think. That doesn't make sense. How can I have less than required when I've just mined it up? Whatever. Okay, so then stairs. Oh yeah, I can actually walk on that down there. You know, here I am trying not to touch any of this stuff, even though I'm invincible and it probably wouldn't even hurt me. I might just leave this room open like this, because otherwise we'll be here forever. So let's say we look at that bit like it's done. We've now got to do a few other bits like over here. And getting some light on this thing will be... Oh, undo. Fantastic. Undo. And Dash is here for raid. Thank you ever so much for the raid. Welcome all the raiders. Greatly appreciated what we are all up to today. Be sure to let me know in the chat. Thank you for the raid. That's some good tea. That's some good tea. And we're out of steel again. So we will get right on that. And we're out of the other stuff too. God, we're out of everything today. I'm doing maths revision, says Short Insomniac. Good. I won't shout out random numbers. That would be really trolly. 7, wouldn't it? You know, I definitely shouldn't do that. 8. That'd just be so mean-spirited. 9. Oh, I better not be putting you off. I do worry. Like, I want you all to revise properly. Don't be multitasking. It's not a great way to absorb information. Turn off the stream. Yeah. Is what I'm saying, literally. Okay, let's mine that. You do enjoy the troll, says Mace Jerks. What, me? Enjoying the troll? I think you might be confused with someone else. Gosh. I'm not known to troll, am I? Surely not. X does trolls, says Brainboy question mark. Oh, you know I do. That's not fair. We can't do it back. All those times X is counting, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I want to shout out random numbers at him. Go right ahead, shout out random numbers, especially if you're in a public place with headphones on. That's the best time to do it. You'll totally get me. I'll get wrecked. I will. Oh. Okay. Looks like we need the steel. Yeah, I was in a bit of a weird mindset this morning. Like, I was trying to think, oh, you know, just relax and play a game or something. And I can never do that. I can never sit down and play a game unless it's going to be a part of something bigger, like a live stream or content that I'm creating. Right? I'd love to get into City Skylines again. You can have so much fun creatively with that game. But I just can't do it unless it's like for something else. Which it rarely is. Oops. Convoy in chat says, hey X, the Hermits have ever discussed having a season with big community farms instead of every person making small farms on their own? You know, it's a thing that gets discussed, but the reality is that where some people would want to do that, others won't, you know? And so it doesn't particularly make much sense to make it a rule that you can or can't. Like, you know, you don't want to dictate others' ways of playing the game. And the other thing that I don't think the audience realizes that, like, that gives us lots of projects and things to do in the world. And ultimately, if everyone teamed up for each time a farm, there would just be, like, less to do in a season. Because it's a big part of the season is building your farms and building up your own infrastructure. And then there'd be, like, less competition in shopping and stuff, which, you know, those are the things people seem to really enjoy. We got Everett 1310 here for 2 months saying, hi X, first sub anniversary for me, looking forward to many more. Thank you ever so much. And we got an Evil X. It's Hox Azaleus, whose name I can never say properly, here for 71 months in a row. Thank you ever so much, and get off the screen. Oh, thank you ever so much. Good point, I never thought about that, says Convoy. There you go. I've been trying to catch up to your Stoneblock, but there's way too much to watch, says Luke, not Nuke. Well, just, you know, jump in now then, right? Like, don't have to watch all of it, you can get the idea of things we've been up to. Looks like we've got more railing to do over here next. Feels kind of nice to just do something simple and repetitive. Put the mind in a good space for a little bit. And now I can't hear the block placing sound. Annihilated says I've been catching up too. I don't want spoilers though. Well, if you plan on watching it all, then, you know, you can. But if you're overwhelmed by that, then you don't have to. Okay, and then get rid of the light. And that's all done up to there. Then we've got this bit here to do. I think I've already put the bottom bits on, right? Why build farms when you can wait for someone else to build one and borrow some resources, says Max and Madge. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. You don't always have to build a farm. You can buy stuff from a shop. Right, and then additive. And then remove. Excellent. Cool. I believe now all we're left to do are the stairs everywhere. I could do a little something here. Oh, did I just rotate it? That's not good. And I tell you what, the stairs are going to be the worst, aren't they? But we'll get them done. Will the chisel railing work on stairs, says Neo Gagagio. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Even though you said you aren't doing roleplay this season, I hope you'll still ask Tapuka for the occasional animation for you this season. Those are some of my favourite bits from season 8. There's Opal Whisker. I'd like to, but you know I don't have a I don't have an idea for that yet. I'll have to see how it goes really with that. There's nothing more I'd love to do than have another story and a bunch of animations on a regular basis, but sadly it's I don't know, it's hard to visualize that or figure out exactly how that's gonna work. Yeah, given that I don't want to do particularly like roleplay type stuff. If I think about this like the stairs are going to up to my left, then I know what way round I'm placing these. And as you can see, that is the correct way. If I then turn like this, the stairs are going up to my right. So I need to find everywhere where the stairs are on the left to begin with. Okay, I think I need the use of additive here. So like here's another spot where they go to the left. God, the amount of detail we're putting into this is kind of ridiculous. That's actually one of the reasons I particularly wanted to avoid chisel and bits, is because I knew it would be tedious. Did I just rotate that? Apparently I did. Right, we got noises in the ear. We got Enderbram here for 10 months, and Esney is here for 11, saying, hi, did you know about shift left click on a conduit with a yellow wrench? It allows you to configure all sides at once. Perfect if you can't reach a machine side. Thank you for the tip. Shift left click, eh? Well, there's one right there. Wait. Is that an item conduit? Okay, this one here. Ah, wow. Okay, very cool. Hopefully I'll remember that in the future. That's a good one. The Evil X stuff is so fun. All the hermits are so nice. Need a little evil for conflict, says Opal Whisker. Indeed, indeed. But Evil X will be retired for the time being. Making the occasional appearance on stream, probably. Right, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that bit there, but I will finish up all of this. So this one goes to additive. Back to placement. Why sus, says Herobrine. I don't know what you mean by that. Don't know what you mean. We're just placing blocks. Next one that's left will probably be this one. And this is surprisingly quick actually, because the stairs are only a few blocks here and there. And they don't use a lot of steel, do they? Oh yeah, I can't do that. Oh, here's a big one. Was it going up to the left? Or was it the other way? Was it that way around? I think it was that way around. Oh, spooky noise in game. So does that mean... I think that means I'm going to put that there. Oh, I got something above my head. That's always good. Right, this next one's going to be super tricky to do. Or maybe not. Oh no, okay, we can do it like that. Oh, it's additive again, isn't it? I feel like we don't have to do that too often. Okay. At some point we'll be able to step back and admire our work. It's pretty good. Some more here? I think so. Right, this is additive in both spots. Oops. And then additive on both for this one. Actually, no, not that one. Oops. Thank goodness for that undo button. Oh, God, I really didn't do any of this, did I? I did it in one little spot. Shinny says, I love the attention to detail X has with builds. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I am Sweetie says, how about introducing a new X? Now, I have no inspiration for story stuff, you see, so it doesn't make sense to introduce a character. As characters are pivotal to the stories, right? God, this, I swear this tea tastes like coffee. Hi X, what's the date at the end of your skin video, the release of Season 9, or is it Season 9 coming out in the Wild update? Oh, the date at the end is not the release date of Season 9. You know, Season 9 will be starting soon, TM, but it's not the release date. I saw everyone went wild with that, which is a bit worrying. Okay, additive again, and then placement. I also like didn't want to make the date at the end a big deal. I wanted it to be there for someone who was attentive, and what I didn't realize is that if you don't have autoplay on, when you get to the end of the video, it freezes the last frame. And so anyone who watched it through basically saw it. And like, I would say lesson learned, but I don't know. It just feels like one of those things that one day, like in a couple of years, I'll need to do the same thing again, and it'll just like happen again. We got Smartin1018 here for 69 months. Your latest video made me laugh so hard. I really loved it so much. If you have more of that in the pipeline, I can't wait to see it. I would like to do something like that. It was a very inspired of the moment idea. What I got to do is learn to harness ideas like that pop into my head and then work with the puka. You know, creativity like that, it's about having like a space where those ideas emerge, but then realize you can action them. So whenever I have a spark of an idea, I need to like latch onto it and turn it into reality. Lucro says, I see you still haven't read my requests on Discord, X. I did read it, and I didn't really like get what you were trying to get at, so I just kind of left it. I've been meaning to look into it again though, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've explained that stuff over and over again. And yeah, I don't care much for it basically. And if it crosses my mind at some point that I need to do something about it, I'll do something about it. Pashki, thank you for 4 months of support. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. X, people on Reddit are saying they expect you to put a statement out about the date. Many people are mad about it. Yeah. People will get angry, I guess. I don't know. Wasn't my intention to do that. Again, I did it in a way where it was more of like, maybe like one person will spot this or whatever, but then the dang video freeze frames on the last frame of the video when you play it on YouTube. See, when I edited it, it would like show for like the hardest split second to notice anything and disappear, because the way my video editor works is like when you reach the final frame, it just cuts it off. And so then when you're on YouTube, it's a totally different thing. It's like, and here's, you know, and here's the date just sitting right in front of you. X, how's the journey with your coffee beans, says Shinny. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. It's all right. I don't actually feel like addicted to it at all. I've been deliberately drinking decaf and decaf tea, and yeah, I've just not really felt any craving. And I think the thing that I craved probably was actually the sugar content of that drink, because as I was drinking them before, it was, you know, way more sugary. So I think there's that. I also put in a pinch of salt today, and it didn't really change the flavour at all, in my opinion. Tomorrow I'm going to try putting in a knob of butter, and then maybe coconut oil. I'll see what I feel like, which one I feel like doing. There we go. Right. Andromeda says, nah, leave it. It's your video about something fun you do with your friends. There's no need to answer for something in your video. Andromeda, you're absolutely right. I think the underlying thing is always intention, right? There's action and intention. There are obviously cases where actions speak louder, but like there's no ill intent. And it's... You just got to realise, like, if you watch my videos and know, like, to some extent who I am through them, you'll know I didn't intentionally try and cause chaos. Just made a maybe had a bad decision with my idea, right? So, you know, these things, they just lead to stress, and I'm just trying to actively reduce the amount of stress in my life. And, you know, having as you feel like you're making progress and then just having things keep coming back up, it's like, it gets frustrating. But it'll soon be tomorrow, so I just, you know, like, get on the next foot and get on with it. It'll soon be a memory. Joe Prebond, thank you for 11 months. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And, yeah. Thank you for the support, my dude. The thought of oily butter floating on top of the coffee makes me want to heave, says I am sweetie. Well, I'm not going to leave it, like, on top of the coffee. I'm going to mix it in. But it's, you know, it's just, I've heard, you know, some people have cream with their coffee, some people have butter. I'm gonna try them all out and see what works for me. I really like it though. Like, I have a bit more time to do other stuff in the morning. Which, when Season 9 starts, I'm looking forward to having that, like, sort of early morning focus and clarity, because obviously you're a lot keener in the morning to work on an episode or something. Then it's like when I go to make the coffee, I have to like clean all the grinder up and stuff after, so I have a little bit of time just drinking the coffee in the kitchen. I'll have a podcast on. That'll probably be when I do my Blinkist book for the day or whatever. And I just have a bit of like focus time, a little time to sort of think while I have my coffee. And then the coffee's very stimulating. Then I go into the workout. I really like it. It's just a nice little time to sort of clear your mind and focus. I think we're getting there. I think we're really getting there. There's not much left to do now. What podcasts do you listen to, says Vin Vardhan. I listen to quite a few. At the moment, I'm getting a little back into a bit of... why am I thinking space talk? Star Talk. Bit of Star Talk again. I'm really loving the Lex Friedman podcast. That's... Ah, look, we missed a bit. Quite swiftly become my favourite, I think. Just some of the most fascinating conversations go down on that one. Right, I really do... We'll do another scan, but I really do think we've got on most of the way there. I can't spot anywhere that I've missed. So, I think we'll call it there on that one, and do this last little bit. And then knock the chisel and bits on the head. Do you have a plan on doing, or have you ever done a Doom Eternal stream? I have done a Doom Eternal stream, and you can watch it on my second channel. You know, I thought I would get into a bit of playing Doom on a regular basis, but I found some of the latest expansions to the game just to be very grindy. We got Randy Nicole 2002 here for 82 months, saying another great month. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate all that you do, Randy, and thank you for the tremendous support. You talking about the podcast? Can you send the name of this one? I want to give it a try. Yeah, the Lex Friedman podcast. Just Lex, L-E-X, and then it's spelt Friedman, but it's said Friedman. And that's my favourite at the moment. Everyone bugs you when the new season is going out to come, but you putting out trolls and other hermits putting out trolls on Twitter is great, so don't regret it. This is first prelude. Yeah, they're not particularly trolls. I mean, it's in the works. It's on its way. Just can't say when yet. I wouldn't say mad, but considering how many people are eagerly waiting for Season 9, putting out some sort of Easter egg would make them inclined to think the season will start on a fixed date or exact date. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a very well thought out idea on my behalf, but again, I was operating under the assumption that very few people would actually notice. And then that final frame pauses. Because, you know, I was reading the comments and I was like, no, too many people are getting this. Should I maybe, like, hide the comments that have the date on it? And I thought, well, no one likes their comments being hidden. So, didn't do that. And it was like, oh well. Right, I'm going to put more of that redstone block up the top here. That was my plan for the top of this room. I kind of want to... Oh, I guess I could go out here and place them, right? It's a very cool texture. X, this is the internet. If one notices, all will notice. That's very true. Hey, and I'm me. I make the same mistakes, right? You'd think I'd learn. Right, there you go. That's a pretty cool looking room. A little transition here. I kind of feel like this space here needs something. Do you know what? We should just add some like scaffolding for the sake of it. Oh yeah, and I need to kind of like put some stuff away here, don't I? Like quite a lot of stuff, maybe. Yeah, is there going to be... Oh, do you know what? Let's not do like even spacing and stuff. Let's just add this for the sake of it. Just those two things there, and then it's like not as flat. And maybe like a pipe of some sort. There's a really nice pipe here, fluid pipe. So now where it goes, I think we can probably get away with using this darkness, so it just goes like that. Then if you explore all the way down there, you'll find that, I guess. A few more of those would probably make like a fair bit of sense in this place. Don't know where quite to put them. Anyway, we had another noise in the ear. It's Raffi Warren here for 24 months! 2 years, saying, I'm blue now, glad to watch your content for so long. Hope you're doing fine. Thank you, my dude. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well too. Joe Prebon says, I really learned about building in Modded X from watching this series. Thanks for the inspiration. Glad you've learned something. I've learned a lot too. This has been eye-opening for me. It's been developed through the approach of having an approach, putting thought into it, giving it an idea essentially. See, I could use the darkness up here again, just to have it sort of go nowhere, but maybe not quite at the bottom. Not really sure. There's too many other places to put a pipe. Maybe we don't have to for now, just wait until the inspiration hits us, because we're going to be flying around and trying to tidy up some details here. I feel like lighting around this area is not particularly well done. The idea was to use these like lamps as sort of markers for like turning directions, but they just end up looking a bit off. And I think what they need is some sort of block that goes underneath them. Oh yeah, this bit here, by the way, this needs a bit of work. I think what it needs is just like a bunch of blocks at either end. These are the conveyor belts. If we search for that, we'll find we have... oh, okay, make some... Oh, gosh! No. Too many. Build is turning out very cool. Nice work, says Ice Fungus. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best. So yeah, what I want is some sort of... I mean, it's going to be an immersive... Oops. Immersive engineering block. Maybe even... No, I think I've used those elsewhere. I'll grab them. I was picturing some sort of block like that, really. Not that many, gosh. Okay, that's not good. It's got a dependency. Where is it again? Iron sheet metal slab. Iron sheet metal will actually be in here. In some sort of quantity. There you go. Let's make those and then grab them. We got Vanhar21 for 51 months. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a fantastic time. See, I kind of want it to look more final than that, but maybe that's the best that we can do for now. Looks a little bit better than what we had before. Just looking for other spots where things could be. So, with these things here, I feel like they would look better if maybe like that. Maybe all the way up. No, I don't know really. Definitely the bottom one. Let's just change out the bottom one, then add a few more of these things. Jopie Bronze says, why not put in an immersive multi-block machine there? It might just give it the look you're after. We've put a lot of those in this area. Definitely needs something here and there. I never found a use for that, unfortunately. I'm going to move that to our new area. Just because when we get around to building the thing that goes over here, it might be rather helpful to have a few little things like this. I just realised the railing in this room, it's done. It actually, that's weird. Actually just starts there. I think we'll get away with that. I'm not going to put railing in this room, it's a bit much. Yeah, so replace these and put in a few more. So we need those lanterns. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to look in that mod for a few more things. Do need to put a few more things here and there, don't we? Like, what are those? Let's have 10 of them. I kind of expected pools of lava beneath the walkways, says Nicholas V. It's kind of like that in the other room, at least. Maybe we'll put in our engineer's workbench so that that can at least be in the area. And I think I just need to use a few more of these sorts of blocks here and there. They don't have to make sense. They just need to be here and there. Tesla coils. I don't think we've experimented with those at all. And it looks like they might have trouble getting made. We've got a turntable. That sounds a little bit like something from the Create mod. Yeah, look, they're not getting crafted. Oh wait, they are. Oh, okay. And then, I don't really see... Maybe a few more transformers could go here and there. Let's go put down this Tesla coil. Looks like a really cool block. Yeah, that'll have a place somewhere here. As for this thing, I feel like it could just be off the side of this platform, right? So... we had steel scaffolding and brownstone. And we got some of that stuff. Is this thing too wide or free? It's too wide. I'm just going to put it there like that. Then we got these things, those things, and these look kind of big as well. I feel like maybe changing the floor material just here and there might help a little bit as well. Right, let's turn on this for the next bit. I'm going to put those things there. And then I feel like those should have some blocks behind them. Let's get some of that nickel scaffolding again, we like that. For our little raised up sections. So who watched the Super Bowl halftime show? I thought that was absolutely amazing performance. So good. Really, really enjoyed it. Now that's all in a dark area, so it kind of does its thing without being too visible. Definitely feel like we need another texture on the floor. I think I want to go with something basalt-like. My parents did, they didn't really enjoy it. That's a generational thing, right? Like, when I was a kid, Snoop and Dre on telly, that was all the thing. That was all the rage. Wasn't there some controversy about the halftime show, says Alpha and Legionnaire? Not that I'm aware of. I didn't see anything controversial about it. We've used that on our walls. One sign that just looks a little bit like technical. Maybe that'll do something. Let's switch to this for a moment. I gave up on American football and sports in general for 20 years, says Randy Nicole. Oh, really? I love sports. I watched the highlights of the game as well, which is all right. You know, American football in highlights, pretty entertaining. Sitting and watching a whole game, a bit of a struggle. Okay, yeah, a few of those here and there might look kind of cool. It really breaks things up, doesn't it? I feel like not always that texture though, like maybe something else. Maybe something like this. Just have like a track. Go somewhere. Like that. And it'll naturally probably make you think these things are then connected. Right. Like it's some sort of covering for that. That looks really good now. Those are some good changes. And I feel like we need something like that over here. This space just looks a little empty and awkward. I like that steel fence. Let's get some more of that. Oh, isn't American football like a very long game, says Harkoon? Yeah, it is. So's baseball over there. It's really weird because, like, what isn't there 4 popular sports in America, or is it 3? Like, you have the NBA and hockey, which are like, as I understand it, fast paced and action packed, and then you have American football and baseball, which are like slow and drawn out. They're quite different. Baseball, basketball, football are the big ones, yeah, and then hockey's like popular in places as well, right? Yeah, that kind of adds a little something there. These things look a little bit wimpy, to be honest. Do you know what? They need to be hooked up to something. That's all it is. So let's go to the HV wire. We need some of that, and we need more of that. I feel like it's going to be awkward to put something in the area that, like, looks like it's more attached to things. Wonder how far these wires can go. Let's find out. So if I go directly up. Huh. It's quite the distance. Let's put these wires in. Ha! That's definitely better. It's odd, but it's better. You know? Okay, I'm loving all of this then. So far so good. This area I think is going to remain... Nah, you know what? Let's get a few of those together. Like... Not sure if just... Yeah, it does do something. You need a few more things than that though. Drums are the things I was thinking of actually. That's weird. Iron drum. So if I take one... Oh, I can't... There's not actually a recipe for it. Right. Oh. Or better yet, type drum. So if I make a recipe for that... Can I also make one for this? Yep. I don't know if I got demon ingots. Probably not. There's also other things it wanted. Hey, I know what that thing is. That's a very specially shaped bottle. That's actually kind of easy to do. So then what about the demon ingot? I think this is one where you throw one particular type of ingot onto a particular type of terrain. And then it makes it. So now when we go here for drum, we can make 10 of each, really. Nope, we got a dependency. Ooh! Ah, they're Britannia things. Oh! Unless I have Dreamwood. Let's see if we have Dreamwood. Dream, dream, dream of drums. No, we don't. Hey, we've got a noise in the ear though. It's Lixitus, here for 2 months. Thank you so much, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Saying this might sound weird, but hear me out. I imagine your chat has a little void cat hagig things. I don't know. I just do. I don't know what a little void cat hagig thing is, so I'm lost. But yeah, thank you so much for the 2 months, dude. Toss gold into lava. The lava has to be surrounded by 4 to 5 sides of nether brick. That sounds right, yeah. That sounds right. I think I've done that in the past. Does that mean we've got a little mini project to do in this area? I say this area, in the world, at least. So a couple of these things, like, just... Okay, I can't put it there. Here and there, I think. Might just gonna sell us on the idea that this place gets used too, stuff. I like that. I tell you what, they are a bit bright and white. If they were like duller, I think they'd fit in way better. But that's good. That's good. Yeah, we definitely need more objects though. Like if I find more objects that fit, I'll take those out and whatnot. This thing here, by the way, this just does not look good in any capacity. It needs something on top of it. And I've not really got too much of an idea of what that might be. Mildly better. I don't know. That is, that's sort of like not actually supposed to really like be on display. And it puts a lot of light into this area that maybe shouldn't be there. Let's just put it underground. That'll be the simplest solution. And I don't really need to worry about remembering where it is, because I'm pretty sure I don't want mobs here ever. And you know what? Moving them might have caused something to spawn somewhere. That would be unfortunate. So I think I can see where our next light goes. That's good. Feel like it goes here. Is it then 2? It's then 2. That does enough to light that little space up. Okay, let's continue with these things. Hurricanes has just accidentally turned space into mob farm. Well, that's the risk when you turn the thing off, right? So I feel like these machines here need a little bit of light, but just not without reason, or like something that sort of looks like it makes sense, I guess. Maybe I could just put one light off the corner on its own. Break the rule a little bit for this area. That doesn't look right. What I am going to do though is connect these machines together. I wonder if pipes hook up to those things. Oh, they do. And maybe I'll still keep something below it as well. Does this one have a pipe? I think it does. Well, that takes care of that space really nicely, doesn't it? You know, if you were like just tuning in and you're like an immersive engineer pro and you're like, what is he doing? He's going to blow everything up. And it's like, no, chill. It'll all make sense. The fact that the colours are very similar makes it look a little less 3D, I think, but we'll roll with that. That gives that area a bit of pizzazz, I feel like. Could have a light sort of hanging down here. Grab a couple of arms. Grab that, it's already there. Do something a little different. Sweet. When I searched for lantern, there was also power. Ah, yeah, you'd have to power it. It looks different, but then you'd have to give it power. So I think with this space, I'm going to put more basalt on the ground. Put tanks around with lava in them. Not a bad idea. I'm not sure I can be bothered to go through the process of filling those up. We've got to remember to do those demon ingots though. This definitely feels like it needs a couple extra blocks around it, so haven't done much with those or these. Them again, maybe. Something like that going on. We didn't do the Tesla coil. Looks a bit odd, but you know, it's over there, being something. And then, I'm not sure what else. We've got the pumps and those things. I feel like off in this space, you should probably see that there's a few things off in the distance. Right, in the darkness. They're subtle, but they're there, and they're doing a thing. Big improvements, I think. I think that might be it for today. I feel like the groove has kind of woven in, and I'm not sure where else to go beyond that. Definite improvements for this area. What we need is to find more items that mix in with the barrels. So if you've got any suggestions, either in chat or if I don't notice them after a stream, maybe you're playing Stoneblock yourself, hit me up on Twitter. If you find any blocks in this pack that kind of suit being thrown around like this, it'd be nicer if they weren't so like bright. And then we can have more random things on our walkways. So that leads me to this bit next. We need to change the conduit facade here. This is the steel block. So I need to get more of those. Isn't it a chisel type of steel? It is, but it looks like I chiseled maybe all of them back after. That one? That would appear to be it. So we chisel that. Chisel whizzle. And then I think our painting machine's round this way. Still in a temporary spot. So conduit is what we're after. Or better yet, conduit binder. There it is. Conduit facade. I only need the one actually. No, I might need more than one. Let's just take a few. Hello X, how's your day going? Says Methic. It's going alright. You know, stream's always a good place for me to come and chill out and hang out with all of you and have a good time. So I appreciate y'all coming by. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to encourage you to hit that follow button if you ain't done so already. We've got over 500 peeps tuning in today. How's everyone's day? What's on your mind? What should we be talking about? There's a stone drum from the same mods. We searched drum. You're right, there is a stone one. Somehow I skipped over that. So, drum again. And add that one. I hope that doesn't have any dependencies. It might do for the cobblestone slabs. Maybe not. It helps a little bit. It's still got the very kind of white bit in it, but yeah, I like these a lot. But it needs a mix. These items need a bit of a mix-up, I think. And probably in spots like this, we should put like loads of barrels. Like it looks like it's a little storage area. And then things get left around. Just reading your messages in chat. X, the barrels change colour when you fill them. Do they change if I put a bucket of something in? Because I got a bucket of essence. I don't know where I got that from. Ah. Just that's easy then, isn't it? So let's try water and milk. And all these other things. Is that I think that's a quick fill, but not for a crazy amount. Oh no, maybe not. Right. Ooh. Oh, that's super cool. What will this be though? Same colour. Right, so getting more liquids into buckets is a good thing for us. Gives us more variety. Yeah, that certainly perks things up, doesn't it? I think that's a little project right there, because we could fill this area up with tons of drums. So if we can find like lots of, this one's pretty good. Let's make 100 buckets over time and then come back and fill them up. So let's go ahead and add drums to the list as a reminder, and then we're going to go make the demon ingot thing, which should be pretty straightforward. So we'll put that on the list. I don't think I want to do any more decorating around here until I know I've got something I want to put in that space. So I do also want to take care of this transition here, which I think is going to be a bit on the tricky side. Let's go ahead and grab some brownstone and start placing some blocks and just see what happens to begin with. I think that's the best way to get started here. Also going to take the opportunity to sit down. I've been standing for the first part of the stream. Trev, glad you enjoyed the Who's Next video on the channel. It was very well received. It was an absolute blast to brainstorm, and the Puka did a fantastic job putting it all together. Oh, let's put the desk down. There we go. That's better. Change the posture. Right. Short Insomniac says French can be fun, but my teacher can be kind of boring. He doesn't let us talk while doing the work and stuff. Start talking in French. All right, and then they'll probably be like, oh, someone's learning. How can you stand and play, says Zulu West? I mean, by standing and playing. Basically. Let's get the other brownstone, because I'm not sure where this is going right now. Could well be that we just have a cut-off point there. Kind of looks like that's it, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't want it to be like flat and bland, but I guess we'll make use of this somehow. We've got to avoid that cobble. And then don't know what's gonna happen right there. Bowser is here for 3 months saying, "Hello X, love the skin battle video. Also, how do y'all hermits get so much done in a short time? All the resources needed, all the designing, etc." Well, we are professionals that have been playing the game for years, and when I say professional, I mean for many of us, in fact I think pretty much all of us at this point, it's our job. So, you know, there are chunks of time in the day available to get these things done. Let's have a look. That's like 1, 2, 3, right? So if I go 3 and then it'll be 2. Huh. You'd probably never notice. Oops. Goofed that right there. Yeah, little bits like this not being finished. They feel so much nicer when they are actually finished, you know. It's well and truly worth it, even if you just do something plain and simple like we're doing right now. So yeah, I think what I want to do is have more lights in here and have more scaffolding. So bring back the arms and the scaffolding. Like that. Balsoir, thank you for gifting a sub to Funzo88. Very kind of you to do that. We always appreciate the gifting of the subs, and a big thank you to you with the animation. I've been waiting all stream for that one. Ow, my head hurts. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for the gifted sub. Funzo, be sure to say thanks in the chat. Appreciate it. So yeah, now that we got that shape going on, looks kind of cool. And then I just think we need another round of lights. Where's the one that we use? Inverted. Has it got the same number as the others? Yeah, it has. I always normally know what it is because it's got a different number. So that illuminates all of that. I feel like we need to play around with this height difference here somehow. Let's get rid of this thing. No, not cake again. Get rid of that. And I feel like plugging that up. Maybe embracing this idea that it goes down a little bit lower. Let's check out the inventory here. I am just going to yoink the top row in like that. How many of these do you have, lol, says Lucaro. I've got more than I had before, that's for sure. That all rhymed, gosh. And there's more on the way. Now, is that one actually visible down at that level? I think it is. I think it's that block there, right? Because it creates a little line on the corner. On the opposite side, I didn't see that. Yeah, because it's different over there. Oh well, tiny little detail. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, I feel like this will be... There'll be a material at that level. And then we'll bring... Yeah, so we'll bring this down 2 blocks. We're going to put some form of other material at the very bottom. And I think I know what it's going to be. That being said, it might not create quite the contrast that I want. Right, so I think what we have to do now is chisel this other stuff. And there's only 2 of it left. And that's all we need. Light grey. Is that lava, says Derpy Scientist? That is not lava, that is blazing pyrethium. Oh. That's not the right thing. Well, that is, though. Then we need something on this side. I don't know what it's going to be. And then something on the floor is what I would go for. It's all a bit bright. What other material we used around here that might connect things together? Oh! We've got some of that left over. That also means building like some cobblestone below it to hold it up. So I'll take a bit more of that. You can get different coloured fluids. There is Fluid Cows mod. Could do that. But aren't those ones... they're more of the like grindy, breedy ones? I don't know. Not even sure if that's actually in this pack. Okay. Drag all of this back. Try not to accidentally put a load on top. And that's probably the right texture to use. Hey, we got Hedgehog403 for 11 months saying, "Heyo, hope all is well." All is good, my dude. Hope you're doing well too. Thank you for the resubscription, appreciate it. You know what's often quite nice is just to add in a little bit of depth where it is really not necessary. So if we go ahead and add extra brownstone, and then... Oh! They'll call him a derp! Oh, God! Oh, you're going to have to replace that Sandex, you derp. Bunch of fiends. Bunch of fiends. I'm going to use this space anyway. What does it matter if I knew there was sand there or not? Oh, Raffi, Warren, Lucaro. Oh, look at these fiends identifying themselves. They're fiending for it. Any excuse. Oh, the sand block drop. Oh, he's going to press the button. God, you see what I have to deal with, peeps? Oh, that's... Oh, no, wait, that's the one. Oh, that is the different one. So I want... Oh, maybe I'll just use the whole texture. Wait, how's that different too? Now I'm really confused. Chisel? That's got to be it. Yeah, I think I might just use that the whole way around. We are dopamine deprived, says Hurricane. I'm on form. I'm on form. Black Steel with the derp coins in chat. Thank you for the derp coins, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Oh, what's that? Derp coin, you say? I'll take one of those. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's the call. That's the way. So now we need the sand blocks. And yeah, ain't so bad really. I think last little touch that it needs is probably a couple of those. And yeah, quite nice. I could probably throw in one or two more details in that space, but I don't think it really needs it. It's just a little transitional spot. And this room's finished, and this area's kind of finished, and we've done a lot of tidying up today. It feels really good. I'm not actually sure what else. Like, I think all project rooms are kind of like up to scratch, right? Oh, I tell you what I haven't done. The interior of this, which admittedly the height of this joining is like a right old mess. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to handle that. I mean, it really is going to be... With the glowstone where it is, I could change the glowstone quite easily. I'll tell you what I could do. I could chisel and bits it to take it away. Okay, so we'll come back to that project. Then there's this room here as well. So a little more decorating to be done here and there, that's for sure. But I wanted to go do the demon ingot thing, so we'll shoot off and do that. Because we've been in this area for a while. I wish there was a mod that had a platform like that, and if it needed the support legs to actually stand. I like realistic scaffolding type mod. That would be interesting. I mean, actually, that's in vanilla, isn't it? That's just scaffolding. Puku, you did such a great job with these, says Everett. I would say tell Puka himself, but now I see Puka's in chat. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Thank you for the animations. There's one more. There's one more I haven't shown today. Let me find a reason to use it. Okay, I'm looking at chat. It would help if some of y'all just threw some messages into chat right now. Okay, that would help me. If you want to see another animation from the one and only Puka, messages in chat will help me get there. What could it be? What could it be? Blue Raven, not good enough. Joe Pre-Bond, no. Zora Spinamana, that will not work. Miko Bass, close, but not close enough. Yoda Hunter, nope. Zulu West, nope. Twitch Blackmore, nope. Cosmic Dragon Eternus, nope. Bufus B90, oh, I've probably butchered that one, haven't I? I've probably butchered that one. Gah. Andromedeer, not sure I'm saying that one right. Ixitus, oh, I've definitely got that one wrong. Gah. I'm useless at this, aren't I? I should give up. Well, thank you for your messages. I tried my best. But I'm always butchering those names. Right, so what we need is, this is like annoyingly close to that, so that'll be like a one machine setup. Ooh, this is where I need to tell it to hide the interface terminal. In fact, I might as well just go ahead and do that for all of these. So what we're going to do is add a recipe for the demon ingot as a machine thing, which might be tricky to... I think I have to make one first, so let's go get some nether bricks and a bucket of lava. Okay, bucket of lava. We will need, let's see, we'll need that dropper that we used the other day. In fact, I might just go put it in that other space because it's going to be similar to the one we got up there. Although that is an entirely different... No, we can do this. We can do this. Where's that dropper? Where's that magical automatic dropper? It's not called that, is it? Right, I'm heading up top. We're going to build it in another spot. Or are we? Now I'm thinking if it'll actually fit in there or not. I think I'll make it fit in. You'll see what I mean. So we're talking about going all the way to the back of the factory up here. And having something similar to that set up on this side. I think it won't. No, I think it won't look as cool. Or like it'll be hard to make it feel like it fits in well. But we're gonna copy some of the same principles. So okay, you know, we tried, but I failed. We tried, but I failed. Are you a YouTuber, says Dog? Yes, I am. I've got a YouTube channel. It's time for an ad. I'm going to press that one there, and that will tell you that I've got 4 YouTube channels. Does that mean I'm 4 YouTubers? I've actually got a 5th channel I can put on there, the Soulside Eclipse channel. By the way, it's on my list of things to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to work on putting out the next video for that. Cedric says, X, I'm heartbroken. My crush girl have a girlfriend. My world now is collapsing. Dude, don't worry. There'll be someone else. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket, they say. Don't think just one person you have a crush on is the world. You'll meet someone else. And, you know, it'll be tough, but you'll get over it, my dude. Is it still up? I pressed the button to get rid of it. Like, I was reading that message and I was like, right, press the button. And it doesn't work. Gosh, they're going to call me a derp. By the way, if y'all want to come and play on my Minecraft server, the Season 3 has just very recently kicked off. There's a new and amazing world that you can check out. If you're interested in joining, head over to xisumavoid.com/get-whitelisted. Look at me with the advertisements. God, I'm such a good YouTuber. Do you know what? I just, all of a sudden, it popped into my head a bit of merch that I would like. I'm going to look into that. I saw the little merch advertisement button and I just thought, hang on a minute, I would totally do that. That would be so cool. Oh, that would be amazing. Okay, I've actually got a cool idea for a bit of merch that I would really like to do. I don't even have to think about it that much because it's something that I like that you don't see very often and that I have, and I'll keep it a mystery. And you'll be like, oh X, please tell us. So this thing can like push into a block. I don't know if it knows what block to push into because most of the time it's just got one attached to it. So maybe what I have to do is put the vacuum one lower. Oh, also that thing's probably going to want like this thing to be closer. So it needs to have... Oh right, this is actually going to get a little bit tricky. It needs like nether bricks around it on multiple sides. So if that's there, this thing needs to be moved. I think it might be prudent to move the ME interface, because that's an option. We can do that. And I've removed one too many of those. I think that's all you need. I think I can put the vacuum chest underneath. Because I don't know if this thing can like eject into... Oh, I tell you what we use is what we used last time, which is from Ender.io. It's called the buffer. That's the one. Wait, what are people saying? Cup of tea? Oh no, it's not a cup of tea. Yeah, I don't think anyone will guess it. Just because it's like an uncommon thing that I'm into. Grandma Willow, thank you ever so much for the subscription. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. That was a name I didn't butcher, right? I got that one spot on. I know it. This thing's already been... Oh wait, I'll tell you what, if it's already been configured, put it in here. So we'll tell this when it gets an item that it's just got to send it upwards. And then that gives it... Oh, I tell you what, I can get this perfect now, because I can put that there. So we have two of these. This one's going to push it here. This thing will pick it up on a filter. But I really need to sort this inventory out, don't I? Consider it slightly more sorted. Yeah, pretty much all of that, and pretty much all of that. We'll need a item conduit of some sort. Shell without S. Does that mean hell? I'll just call you hell. Thank you ever so much for the prime. Rain Wen is here for 3 months in a row. Thank you ever so much for the continued support, my dude. Appreciate it. IRL derp coin would be cool. That would. A little more novel. An Xisuma gyroscope. What? Like a knife on a shirt. Great merch. What is going on with these suggestions? Honestly, I think an IRL derp coin is like not the worst idea ever, but I don't think I would consider that properly. My problem with merch is consumerism. Like, if we're gonna run out of resources, right, and maybe we're not. Maybe we can get away with like the rate of consumption. Let's say technology figures things out further down the line, and things balance out over time, and technology, let's say, paves the way to a bright future where everyone can have a different shirt to wear every day, right? But like, if it doesn't, it feels like just kind of odd to embrace that, and just seeing the cyclical consumption of these things, of like clothes, you know, just constantly there's like new stuff people are buying all the time. We have way more clothes than we need, right? I don't think I'm doing it right. Let's go look at the message. Maybe it's a special type of ingot that we need to throw on it. Is it gold, actually? I think it's gold. Now I think about it, I think gold's the one that goes on it. Let's try that. Yeah, that's it. So now we tell the vacuum to increase its range and pick up those. That should kind of take care of it for me. Although I'm going to turn that thing off for a while. That'll mess with it. Soul Slayer says, if you ever make a tournament between viewers, you could make an IRL premium derp called Void. Yeah, having a limited amount of them would be nicer, definitely. Like a something special. which, you know, an NFT derp coin would be both ironic and, like, actually a practical thing for that. You know, like, when it comes to NFTs, if they didn't have such an environmental impact, I would probably not have much of a problem with creating little tokens for peeps in the audience to get, and then if they become, you know, worth lots of money, that's just a nice way to have value created out of potentially nothing, I guess. The thing with art is I watched this really great video today on NFTs by, I think her name's Zoe Abrams. She used to be at Vox and she started her own channel. And I really like the videos that she's done so far. Today's one on NFTs was like another great perspective. If you've heard me waffle on about this stuff before, what I say is like, don't get drawn into black and white thinking about stuff. Like, learn the ins and outs of a topic and the different views and takes you can have on it. And her take on it was more looking at it from the perspective of the art world and the parallels with, like, the value of this stuff in the world of art, and also points out how, like, the outrage around NFTs is not new. It's almost identical to the outrage around art from some time back when art started becoming quite extravagant. Anyway, like, a really interesting part of the video is pointing out that you have these weird quirky bits of art, like, you know, signing the urinal, putting on its side and calling it a piece of art, taping a banana to its wall, to a wall, and, you know, people go, oh, that's stupid, I could do that, and it's like, well, you didn't though, did you? Someone else did. And these like pieces of art themselves are part of the question of what is the value of art then. And I personally, like, don't really have value in owning art. Like, if I see a picture of an art, I don't need to own it. Like, to me, ownership just doesn't factor in. Maybe if art was walled off and you could never see it, then I might pay to see art, or pay to go to an art gallery, that's for sure. But, like, I don't share that perceived sense of value like some other people do. But some people do have this. And when you look at NFTs like that, it makes them seem a little less of a money grab laundering scheme, even though there's definitely shady things going down here and there in the world of NFTs. Like, it's, again, another perspective on it. Like, if you're really into art and you want to have ownership of digital art, it makes sense. You know, it does make sense in a ways. Oh yeah, that's right. I think all I need to, actually, I think I can get away with just doing that and telling it that that's my machine pattern, and then it puts it into the machine. Double says art equals money laundry, lol. So, like, that's a black and white way of looking at it, right? Like, does that mean every person who owns art launders money? Because I have art hanging up on the walls in my house. Does that mean that I launder money? I paid for it. I brought it off of a friend. Like, what does that mean? And does every person ever who buys art launder money? No, but there are interesting perceptions about how... Oh yeah, done that wrong. About how there are some theories that the value of art is artificially manipulated by some wealthy people to create that wealth and protect themselves and keep it outside of tax. You know, keep it outside of taxation, for example. Okay, the bigger picture is always more nuanced, more complex, full of perspectives and takes, and educating yourself on it and learning all the ins and outs is far better than holding just some, oh, I've decided all art's a scam, or whatever, you know? Like, you clean money, X, says Zakel. Oh, God! I did not buy my art to clean money. Gosh. Right, let's give it a little test. Demon. Oh, did I put it in? I did. I put it in. Oh, because it went into the thing here, yeah. So, like, if I want 200 ingots of this... Oh, I didn't finish setting it up properly, for starters. Wow, that looks like chaos. That looks like absolute chaos there. Is it working, though? Does this thing actually pick it up through a... Nah, there's only lava between it. So that should be... I don't know if it's just like going straight through or not. I guess I could... No, it's not. So they're probably all... Okay, so if I do that, then all of... No, wait, I'm only getting the gold? Where did all the demon ingots go? Okay, am I looking at this correctly? So what just happened? Because I don't see a single demon ingot. This is set up to only pick up demon ingots, so they should turn. The problem that I have with a lot of NFTs is the big things are mass produced and their creators seem to be getting a lot of money, which seems to be low in value. NFTs have so much environmental impact, says Martin Kopp. Yeah, the environmental thing is what really like turns me away from it. Honestly, if it had like a very low environmental impact, I would very seriously consider perhaps using it, which is not an opinion, like that's an opinion of mine that's perhaps changed the more I learn. The other thing though is like the thought that crossed my mind with art and valuation of art and all of this is like, if you really love art and collecting stuff and you have a sense of how much money you'd pay for it and what it means to you, then sure, let that be your direction for getting involved in this stuff. But if it's fear of missing out, if you're hearing about people buying this NFT and flipping it, like, you're going to end up being a sucker, basically. Like, because if you don't really value the art, then you're playing a game of trying to, you know, catch on to a craze or get lucky or however you want to, like, word it. Dang, I don't know what's happening with this. That's still going on. Okay, let's cancel that then. So that did not work. Can someone explain how a few pixels on a screen impact the environment, please, says Alpha Legionnaire. Well, electricity. How are you seeing the pixels on the screen in front of you? Electricity, right? With NFTs, there are a lot of very complex, computer-intensive calculations being done behind the screen, you know, behind the computer, behind the network. There's a lot of electricity going into making this technology work. It might be we look back at it one day and realise that it's extremely inefficient. I'm getting the feeling that it's just being destroyed. So why did it work earlier and not now? Should we take away a few blocks here? Would be nice if I weren't on fire. Now, it's not going back into the system, and it doesn't appear... Insert is on. I mean, maybe we just turn this off for a minute, right? Oh, is it? Wait, that one came back to me. And then I moved away for that one. So if I'm not close to it, does it... Is this like a player-only thing? You can see the demon ingot being created and then it's gone. Oh right, it was already active. That's weird because it wasn't picking it up. Maybe this thing's like somehow resistant. Right, now I'm not like ever picking it up. But that time I did. I think it might have something to do with the player. Someone said drop a demon ingot into lava. Good idea. Yeah, okay, so it can get destroyed by the lava. So maybe what we need is a different type of vacuum hopper. Perhaps an absorption hopper is the way to go. Is my dislocator on? Okay, it was. This will just basically pick up from anywhere. Okay, I'm assuming that that would make this side south, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's that bit. Right, this thing would need a filter, which I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure if it supports filters. There is the vacuum hopper, but we got the absorption hopper. Although, I don't see the absorption hopper. There it is. So mob grinding utilities. Anyway, main point I wanted to land on is if you're out there and you want to get involved in NFTs because you don't want to miss out, don't get involved. Don't let that fear of missing out influence you. It's not a great direction to move from, right? Like, if you knew about something, if you were into NFTs and like this was your thing, and you know it's hugely exciting to you, and then all of a sudden it becomes this big craze, then great, you're there when it happens, and you make a buck of it. But like, if it's something you're passionate about, if it's something you know about and you enjoy doing and you do, and then it happens to be something that takes off, that's great. But like, don't go chasing the fear of missing out. I started buying stocks last year. There's been a lot of retail investment going on, and I read up on, the psychology of buying stocks and whatnot, and I've observed myself to the point where I now like don't want to think about the stuff. I still like buy like a couple of stocks every week, but I don't think about it. Like, I try not to get into looking at the graphs and stuff, because you can't predict when it goes up and down, and it messes with your head and you think emotionally about it. So anyway, like the psychology or the strategy, air quote, or whatever that I've landed on is called drip feeding the market, which means you buy a small amount just every week or every month. You just buy the same, like I don't even buy stocks, I buy ETFs, right? This is basically something that tracks the general performance of the market, so you don't have all your eggs in one basket. And like, the math will tell you that over time, all those ups and downs will trend with the market, and so you don't have to think about it and don't worry about it. But like, it was so interesting to experience the psychology of doing that stuff. I would not be a good investor because I just get like emotional about it and look at it too much and watch it go up and down. And like, after a while experimenting with that, I was like, right, I'm cutting this out. I'm just going to stick to this simple strategy that seems to be quite wise. And after spending a lot of time hearing lots of different ideas on how to do this, right? And excuse me. What's this? As they say, when your chat recommends you to invest in X, it's already too late. Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. X, should you buy stocks from individual companies, or is it smarter to invest in an index or a 500 fund? You need to like look into what all of that means and figure it out for yourself. For me, as someone who doesn't want to put in the effort of getting deep into all the details, the ins and outs of the stocks that I'm buying, etc. I'm an emotional thinker with this stuff. I can't predict the market. I'm not going to read the news and try and figure out what the markets are going to do. Like, none of this is me. So having a simple strategy of investing in exchange traded funds, drip feeding them over time, and just not paying attention to anything is like what works for me. But you should really like look into it and research, because if you really like learning about the ins and outs of companies and figuring out which ones are going to perform well at what times, then maybe you're more built for it. But for me, definitely not. Anyway, what's going on here, chat? Like, what's the suggestion now? I'm a bit stumped on what to do. There was actually another type of hopper that we didn't investigate. Now, it's the vacuum hopper. It's also another little block. Can I make that? No, I need a hopper. A hibbity hoobity hopper. So I guess I'll make one there. Matchy3107, thank you for 23 months. Appreciate it. Can't wait until the 19th. Cool. Something will happen on the 19th. That's all I can say. Wait, have I... Okay, I've got to click there. So that's Open Blocks. Now let's see if Open Blocks has the... has a filter of some sort, right? Oh, it looks like it's got a ton of stuff. Is Hermitcraft dead now? Says Hanu. Yeah, we couldn't get a pulse. So it's officially been declared dead. Right, something that looks like a filter maybe. I mean, I hope it would be obvious. I mean, I guess I could... Can I get away with this? Sometimes it doesn't let me. Right, if there's a filter, there ain't a filter. So, this right here will suffer a similar problem. And I don't think... I can't see a cheap way to create a filter here. Do you know, I don't even need these blocks. Like, what am I doing? I don't even know what to do. Oh, I think I'll probably just leave this thing like that for now. Again, if you got any ideas in chat or send me a tweet if you find a solution. I don't know what's going on with that there. It feels to me like perhaps the way the mod works just means the hopper will just miss out on being able to pick it up. Farglad says, I used to love Hermitcraft. I still do love Hermitcraft. Gosh. Right, what does that take us to? Because oh yes, it takes us to this space. Yes, here. So for this room, I think it would be fun to decorate with a few of these blocks. So maybe we can put some of these in the walls. We need lighting. I feel like this would come a little closer. Zakel says, can't love a thing from the past. Apparently not to some people, gosh. Yeah, we just need to throw some like interesting textures this way. Let's see what Project E has. If I remember correctly, yeah, not a lot of blocks. I mean, that's like not a great texture. That's like one of the base level bits and bobs, isn't it? Let's go to chisel maybe. Let's just try and find a couple of really interesting textures that might complement what we're doing here, or something we haven't used a lot of. I like this. Cobalt. Do I have Cobalt even sorted out here? I do. Oh, look at those. God, I feel like they're not going to like really fit in, but then that nice texture. So they're literally going to have like a depth of 1 here. You're barely gonna see it. That being said, I might want to use more of the same material. Let's see, what else can it be? Oh wow, it's just a bit too much. I think it's definitely. I tell you what, there's Ardite, and I think Ardite will fit in better. So, look at that. Let's see what that can be chiseled to. What's your opinion on cursing, says Ugly Pickle? You know, I choose like not to curse as much myself because I felt like it just wasn't a great way of expressing myself, and I wanted to be more articulate. But, you know, some people say like it's good to swear and get it off your chest or whatever, and that it has like, you know, an effect in your mind. So really, like other people swearing doesn't bother me at all. I just kind of made a conscious effort to try and be more articulate. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's get some factory blocks and copper blocks, I think, after looking through that. Factory, no, there's a few different types here, isn't there? Factory and copper. Where is Troll Seaman when we need him? I hope for some beeps coming in through the speaker. Oh, Raffi! God, is that really your Your opinion of me? What, do you think I was going to press it then? Did you think I was about to... What the... No. Hey X, did you see Cub's video on fireflies? And if so, what are your thoughts on it? You know what? I thought it was brilliant, okay? Cub's videos are amazing. Ugh. Oh, he did it. Oh, they're going to have a giggle. Shell without S, a.k.a. Hell. Thank you for gifting subs to Crostantine. Kazzle. JB Gaming. Be sure to say thanks in the chat if you heard your name being read out loud. And thank you for those gifted subs. Ow, my head. Oh, that hurt. There it is, love heart, says Rafi. Oh, love heart for cursing. God, how low have we gotten on this stream, eh? How low have we sunk? Right, we got some interesting textures. Oh wow, that's different. I think I'm gonna go with that. And then I would like a wand. I'd like a wanda. Oh yeah, don't worry about those two blocks. No one will... Oh god, they're visible. No! We actually chiseled some of those earlier, didn't we? Problem solved. So yeah, we got that going on down here. The top of that texture just don't look right to me. It looks like a block that you would see, like, it makes me feel like I'm looking forward at it, like you're looking that way. Now the next texture I want to have a fair bit of is this one. And we might have to make a conduit facade down the bottom there of some sort. Could actually go for a little bit more depth, maybe? I think we'll try for a little bit more depth. Ah, I'm getting stuck in it. Okay, then we need like conduit facade stuff, or it kind of looks like I could just put one in the middle. So let's hope this doesn't break everything. Probably will. If I put that there, I just want to really remove any other connections, don't I? Why did I separate it like that, I wonder? Yeah, I can't see a reason that would cause a problem. That is us once again having a fair bit of fun with the textures, wouldn't you say? Oh yeah, and that's why we did that, because that will look better when it's back here. Maybe go even further back again, actually. Like I'm thinking something like that. So, let's go ahead and put in... I'm going to put in 4 of these. And they're expensive. Oh yeah. They're expensive. What are you playing, says Stebians. Oh, I'm playing Minecraft. You might have heard of it. We're playing Stoneblock. Let's have a read of chat. What are we talking about here? I think I've missed an original message here. Oh well. Hi X, what have I missed at Blackjack? You missed everything, my dude. I needed your help earlier. Oh, with the Project E. No, I'm messing with you. I took a break from Project E because I didn't get the chance to learn about it, although I think I kind of understand what I got to do. Hey, Curls, thank you for gifting a sub to Blackjack. Appreciate you doing that. Oh, oh, my head. Ow. God, stop that. Thank you so much. Yeah, my dude. What was I saying? Oh god, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I was gonna do Project E, but then I didn't learn enough. So I thought what we'd do is we'll come in and like tidy up the whole place, and we've actually done like a lot of detail building, mostly putting in rails, and now our base is like really quite complete again, which is why we're back in this room, because it never got decorated. So now we get to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to put like a light source. Not that I'll ever look down here, but I'm going to put a light source into that space. And, you know, next stream we'll get into the project here. I'm going to stream again tomorrow, unless something comes up, I guess. Well, this room's got like a fair bit of depth now, which is pretty cool. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put... Oh, I could almost put a fifth one in, maybe. We do have a bit more height to work with. Not much, dang. Not much, actually. So that might be it. I was thinking maybe we'd put in another block at some point as well. But I think we're just going to have a ceiling texture up here then. I wonder if those blocks could be recessed. They can on that side, and they can't on this side. So unless I wiggle that cable around, but I think I'm going to leave it alone. So we need a facade down here. A facade that's going to be a bit of a pain. Maybe not. So let's type in facade. I was thinking it could be a different block to this, but we'll just we'll keep it consistent. So break that, and then get in here. Get the cable. Chuck it down there. Chuck that here. We're all good. Lovely doubly. Right, and then what material on top? I reckon I know what I want to put up there actually. Fireproof? Dang. Didn't know there was such a thing as fireproof wood. I'll take some of that IRL, please. Yeah, I reckon across the top this. I think it might have needed a dark wood one actually, but that's pretty much same dealio. That's kind of cool. You go in here, it's like, whoa, it's also different. And there you go. You got the little crafting setup. That's really nice. There's a bit of depth. There's some textures on the side. We did pretty well. Farglad says, "Hey, Xisuma, do you believe women exist?" I mean, the concept of certainly does, because you know, we could go down the old philosophy road of what is a thing. Is it a collection of atoms? God, I don't even know what you're asking there. So whatever. Christina says, "Oh no, I'm a concept." No. You're a concept that's a figment of my imagination. You know, I can't prove you exist. Joel Kip, thank you for 75 months. Appreciate it ever so much. What does this button do? It activates Evil X. Appreciate your support, my dude. 75 months, that's incredible. Can't thank you enough. And that is the sound of me drinking water out of a bowl. Farglad says, "No, you're a figment of my imagination." No, I'm reading that, so therefore, me being a figment of your imagination is you being a figment of mine. You know, what came first, the egg or the chicken? I believe the stream started before you tuned in. That's proof right there, that's proof. So we got to do something similar with... Oh, I kind of actually did something similar with this room. I never put a ceiling in it, did I? I kind of feel like... You know that steel block texture that we got? That is common, I think. Is it dark steel? Is very similar. Like, if I put... It's not that one. There's something that's really close to that texture, I'm sure of it. Let's actually open up the chisel whizzle on this block. See, actually, I think it exists for every type. So all we got to do, I'm going to go for nickel on this one. So we go to nickel. Oh, it doesn't exist on this one. Gah, got it all wrong, haven't I? Let's see if it exists for iron. If not, we'll just do it for copper. Don't think it exists for that one. Alright, back to copper. Oh, we never used those factory blocks. I saw something in the factory block that looked cool. That one. For the orange-ness of this, but... Yeah, we'll go with that up here. It might mess with the light levels in here, you know. And I think you're going to see that it does. Do I already have the light in my inventory? I do not. I've got 5 of these. I think I'm going to put them in the corners. There you go, that's that little project room tidied up. So, in order for us to finish off all of this stuff, we just got this room here, which is going to be a tad more complicated than the others, I think. I don't really want to rebuild that, but it would be nice if you sort of properly faced it when you came in. Maybe we'll just leave stuff exposed in here as we sort it out, and it can be a little bit different. That, my friends, though, is going to be one for another day. If you have enjoyed today's stream, be sure to hit that follow button here on Twitch. I will look for us to raid someone today. Big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. Thanks to all my patrons, all the mods, and all the peeps gifting sub. Y'all are appreciate. Today, what we will do is head all the way down into the depths and the unknowns, and raid a small channel in the Minecraft community. Just looking for something in the same language, basically. I think I got someone for you. Right. Let's make it happen. Right. Appreciate y'all as always, peeps. Hit that follow button when you're ready, and hit the raid button as well. God, I'm butchering this outro. Thank you, everyone. Take care. I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.